Yeah.
Very good. So, as I understand from you, you have three business models: the premium content where you sell it to channels, the sponsorship who come and they pay the bills to sponsor your show, and that will help you to produce the shows. And the third model is the distribution, where you can distribute it to different channels. Now, what do you think is the future of this model? The future when someone like you, coming after 10 years, he want to start doing a show. What do you think? How he will generate the income? Do you think there is something moving and changing the model?
Absolutely. I think the space of content and how to monetize it and how it's distributed is changing a lot. It has changed a lot in the last 15 years, and it will change more. I mentioned, micro dramas are starting to become a thing. That's something new pretty much this year. I think you always have to be looking for the next door opening, so that you can, give it a go and see how it works for you. So sometimes those new mediums, whether it's a new way to monetize content or a new way to distribute it, or a new trend that people are now consuming, that they like to watch, sometimes that will fit in with what you're doing. So you don't have to make too much of a change in order to do it. You'll be like, oh, this is perfect for what we do. Sometimes you have to change things a little bit because it's not what you're used to doing, but it could be a good opportunity. So you have to make a call about things like that, about whether it's changing things too much from what your core skills are, your core competencies are, or whether it's something that actually you can leverage off. We're always trying to look at things that we can, as much as possible, leverage off of our strengths. Because we've realized that when we've gone into things that are not our strengths, are not things that we're good at, we've had unhappy customers because other people can do it better. So we've realized we have a certain skill set. We should stick to that, leverage it as much as possible, try and get as many clients in that space. Maybe look at some things that are similar to it, but not too different, but not go into something completely unrelated where we can't compete because we're not as good as other people in that space. So just to give you an idea, all of our TV shows are focused around action, adventure, tourism, adventure tourism, that type of thing. And so we've looked at how we can do those types of videos specifically for tourism boards that might look to have tourism content that we could produce, which isn't our show, but for them. That would be leveraging off of our skills to film those, our knowledge of locations, our ability to produce those types of things, and the guys that we have working with us and their skills. We once did a video in COVID to help a cleaning company do something around sanitization, completely unrelated to what we do. We did the best job we could, but another company could have done it just as well, and there would have been a few companies who could have done it better. So we can't compete in that. But in our space, other people can't compete so well with us. So that gives you an idea. We try and stick within our ballpark of what we're good at.
So we discussed right now about one of the new ideas coming live to present content, and I think changing your business model is depending on the platform. If you are getting new models, new way of presenting stories online, then your business model is reflecting as well and changing. So can you tell me about it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, some of the ways that our internal business model will change will be related to the opportunities that are presented to us, which in the content space is changing very quickly as platforms are changing, the types of content that people are watching. There's new trends, like we mentioned the micro dramas earlier. Micro dramas is a new trend that's now become very popular for people to watch, but it's due to the platforms that have been created for them. And then that poses a new opportunity for a production company like us and other ones. So, so when those doors open, we have to sort of see, well, is that something that we can capitalize on? And, you know, we're always looking to use where we have strengths and then maybe expand it a little bit, but not change our whole business model just because there's an opportunity. So, for example, with micro dramas, we don't produce at this point in time any scripted drama productions. So that's quite different for us. So if we were to do something like that, we would need someone else with skills in those areas. So maybe a co-production or something. But where we do have skills is in you know, the filming, editing, location scouting here in the Middle East. So if it was something that could leverage off of what we have, especially if there was an adventurous twist to it, then we could. Or maybe what we'll find is the micro drama trend and the platforms for those will start applying them to other genres of video. And it might be that actually the platforms are successful not just in dramas, but also in short form documentaries, or you know, things that are more suited to what we do. And then that poses an opportunity. So I wouldn't say our business model is changing. We don't want to change our business model because of an opportunity, but we have to see how we can leverage our business model for an opportunity. And new opportunities are opening up all the time due to you know, the way that technology is transforming.